Okay, so hello everybody. Focus everybody, focus. All right, guys, come on, focus everybody, focus. We'll start in about 3 minutes. Okay, everybody, how are you guys doing today? Good. It's good, everybody. So now let's get started with the lesson very soon. But thank you so much, guys, for having so many people having the excellent homework list. Okay. All right, guys, settle down, everybody, settle down. Okay, why are you guys so, hyped up? Okay, Jeremy, what's wrong? Okay, Princeton, stop. Princeton, stop as well. Hmm. Guys, settle down, everybody. Okay, settle down. Hmm. Okay, so focus, everybody. Focus, everybody. When everybody is focused, I'll start the lesson. I'm not going to start unless everybody focus. Okay. Last warning, guys. Last warning for everyone. One silly behavior in the chat, I'm gonna mute for the entire lesson. Okay? Final warning, everybody. Final warning. So now, today we're going to learn about finding original quantity, everybody. Now, so let's see. The expedition team apparently reached the river from the cave. And now we can cross the river if we have a raft. Let's try to make a raft. First, imagine what a raft looks like and then work backwards to find the raw materials which is needed. And now, but what is working backwards? Well, this is a diagram called a flow chart, everybody. Now, and a flow chart. Now, we can see that with the starting number that we don't know, 1 to minus 5, add 8, divided by 4, and times by 2, you will get the answer 6. So how do we find the starting number? Well, you can find the starting number by going backwards, by dividing it by 2, right? And doing the opposite. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. And now, and if you go backwards again, so the opposite of dividing it by 4 is timesing it by, multiplying it by 4, which is going to be 12. And then now, opposite of plus 8 is minus 8. And then that means you're going to get 4. And then the opposite of minus 5 is plus 5. So that means your starting number is going to be 9. And so all right, so that's how you do this question, guys. And now, Wukong had a basket of apples. He took out half of them and gave them to Una. There were 9 apples left in his basket. How many apples were there in the basket initially? And guys, do you guys know what the word initially means? So what is initially? What does it mean by initially? So yes, originally, very good, originally. Right? Or at first. Okay, so Wukong had a basket of apples. We don't know how much, so we need to draw a square. Okay? And he took half. So when you give half, that means you need to divide it by 2, everybody. Alright? You need to divide it by 2. So that's what it means by half. And after giving half to Una, there were 9 apples left. So now, that means going backwards, we need to times this by 2, which is going to be 18. Alright, so that's how you draw the flow chart, everybody. This is how you draw the flow chart. Now, I want you to have a look closely at the flow chart because you guys need to draw the flow chart today for today's lesson. Alright, so now Mary went to sell eggs in the market. She sold 2 more than half of the total number of eggs. So Mary had how much left, guys? What do you think? So she sold 2 more than half. So how much is left? If you read this question, guys, you need to understand this is actually a very important statement. So she sold 2 more than half, right? So you're going to have 2 less than half, okay? So that's how you do this one. And now, the flowchart represents the number of items. So when drawing the flowchart, it is very important to identify the correct number of items left. Okay? Items left. Focus, Amy. You're already late. So now. So Emma read a storybook and finished 12 pages more than half of the book. How many pages were left in the book, guys? So again, 12 pages more than half. So if you want to figure out how much left, we need to find 12 less than half will be left. So it will be C. Good. And now, guys, if you're late, just be quiet and focused and catch up, everybody. And now, Jacob harvested his watermelons. He sold half of the watermelons and then sold 3 more. How many watermelons were left now? Again, so now half of the watermelons and then sold 3 more. So that means how much is left will be C? No! You're gonna have 3 less than half. So that's why it's gonna be A, everybody. Right? And now, let's have a look. In order to make a raft, you will need 4 short sticks, 12 long sticks, and some ropes and a board. Okay, and now, these are the materials that we need. Let's collect the sticks first. And Nice read a book. On day 1, he read half of the book, guys. On day 2, he read 8 more than half the remaining pages. So there were 12 pages left unread. So how many pages were there in the book? So now, we need to draw a flow chart, everybody. Okay, you need to draw a flow chart. And watch carefully because you need to draw this. I'm going to check every single person's flow chart. Okay, so now, we have the starting number of books, number of pages. We don't know that yet. But on day 1, he read half. If you read half, that means you need to divide it by 2. Okay, so he read half. And then we still don't know how many pages are left. Now remember, you always need to figure out how much is left. Okay, so on day 2, he read 8 more than half of the remaining pages. So what does that mean? That means 8 less than half is left. Remember, guys? And no, Isaac, no. You need to draw a flowchart. So that means 8 less than half means you need to first figure out half first. Okay? And then 8 less means you need to take away 8. Alright? So, and then, see? You have 12 pages left. So 12. And now, guys, we need to go backwards. And going backwards, you need to do the opposite. Minus 8, opposite is plus 8. Which means you're going to get 20. And also, you need to do the opposite. Sorry, blue pen. So that means divided by 2 will be times by 2, which will be 40. And now you need to go backwards again, times 2, and you're going to get 80. So the correct answer is going to be 80, guys. Does that make sense, everybody? So this is the flowchart. Now, guys, in today's lesson, I'm going to check whether you have the correct answer and whether you have the correct flowchart. Make sure you have arrows and what you're doing going forward, guys, and then you must have arrows going backwards and opposite to what you did before. Okay? Now, don't tell me, oh, I forgot how to draw a flowchart, Jason. Sorry. No second chances. You need to know how to draw a flowchart. Alright, so now, guys, remember, if you look at the flowchart represents a number of items. So when drawing the flowchart, it is very important to identify the correct number of items left. Now remember, it's always items left, guys. So if Nice read 8 pages more than half of the book, so because we need to write down what's left, so it will be 8 pages less than half of the book, which means you need to find the half first and then 8 less. That's how you do the flowchart. And then you also need to go backwards, plus 8, and go backwards, times 2. Opposite signs. So that's how you do it, guys. And now, this is your turn. Then you need to read the question very carefully. I'm going to give everybody a blackboard and a select a tool. All right, so I want everybody to draw me the flowchart as well. I'll give you an extra trophy if you get a flowchart correct as well, guys. Okay, everybody, time's up. And don't forget to submit your answer as well. And the correct answer is D. So well done, guys. I've given you a trophy if you got D as your answer. And let's have a look at the question together and see what we need to do. So now, guys. So a group of monkeys were picking peaches from a tree. On day 1, they pick half of the peaches on the tree. Okay, so what you need to do, draw a square, and going forward, guys, I saw some people not drawing arrows. You must draw arrows. So half. Okay, and then what happened? On day 2, they picked 3 more than half. Guys, I saw people adding 3. No! You need to find, flowchart is always finding what is left. So 3 more than half, guys, it means you have 3 less than half left. So that means you need to find half first, and then you need to take away 3. And then after that, you have 7 peaches left on the tree, so you write number 7. And going backwards, you need to show me going backwards the arrow as well. You must have the direction of the arrow. And do the opposite, plus 3, which means you're going to get 10. And going backwards as well, times 2, which is 20. And you need to do this one more time. And I can see some people, many of you got 20, but it's actually 40, guys. You guys are not reading the question carefully enough. So the answer is 40. So let's see how many people can deserve an extra trophy. Let's see. So let's have a look at everybody's work. Amy. Oh! Amy, very nice. Very nice. This is really nice. Correct, Amy, well done. Alvin, yeah, don't forget to draw an arrow here. You need to have an arrow, okay? But this looks okay as well. Good job, Alvin. Don't forget the arrows. And Andrew, no, sorry, that's not a correct flowchart. And let's see. Going forward, 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 backwards, backwards, backwards. Perfect, Angelina. This is very nice. And Candy, no, sorry. Catherine, forward, 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 backwards, backwards, backwards. Catherine, very nice. And Kathy, ooh. Yes, the flowchart looks right, but I think you ran out of time, and it's times 2, not 3, by the way. And Danya, yes, I know your Wi-Fi is a little bit unstable. Danya, yes, I guess you just need to check your Wi-Fi, Danya. And Forrest, let's see, forward, forward, forward. But I can see you didn't read the question carefully, Forrest. It's not 9, it's 7. It does say 7 here, so that's why it's wrong. Jeffrey, okay, one thing you're missing, Jeffrey, is you're missing arrows going backwards and writing down the opposite. Okay, and make sure you have the arrows going forward as well. The direction is very important, Jeffrey. Okay, so this is what you're missing, but otherwise it would have been correct. And let's see, half. No, sorry, Jeremy, that's not right. And Junjun, see, it's not plus 3, it's minus 3, and then you need. That's why everything was wrong. But nice flowchart, by the way. Isaac, let's see. So, yep. So time to focus now, Isaac. No, Audrey, sorry, that's wrong. Nope. Miranda, going forward. But you need to show me arrows going backwards as well, Miranda. Otherwise, it's not a flowchart. Flowchart means it needs to flow. And yes, well done, Olivia. I know you didn't really draw the arrow, but you must draw the arrows, Olivia. Okay? If there's no arrows, then it's not a flow chart. Okay? And Princeton, so forward, 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 backwards, backwards. Okay, good, Princeton. That's correct. But make sure to have a square as well. Richie, nice try. And Ricky, let's see, forward, 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 backwards, backwards, backwards. Very good, Richie. Ricky. And Sherlock, yes. So yes, you only have arrow this way. What about the arrow for this way and this way, Sherlock? Very close. Don't forget the arrows. Arrows are very important, Sherlock. And nice try. And nope, nope. All right. So does everybody now understand how to draw a flowchart, guys? Yeah. All right. So there's already. Forrest, not sure. What do you mean? I see. Forrest, this is what you need to do. You need to draw arrows going forward, 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 and you need to draw arrows going backwards, backwards, backwards. But when you draw arrows going backwards, you just need to. Okay. Hello, Danya.
Hello.
Okay, what don't you understand?
I didn't really hear you because my internet's really bad.
But I think you can hear me now, can you?
A little bit. It's still very laggy.
But can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but not really that good.
So what am I saying now?
What am I saying
Exactly.
now?
Yeah. So, okay, Danya, let's have a look at the next question together, all right? So 1 second. So guys, and now, so we have collected 4 sticks, and now there were some grains in food warehouse. After taking out 25 tons, less than half of the grains, how much were left in the warehouse? Okay, so Danya, have a look over here. When you draw a flow chart, remember this. So whenever you're drawing a flow chart, okay, you must figure out what is left. Okay? All right, Tanya?
Okay.
Now, there were some foods in your warehouse, but you took out 25 tons less than half. So that's how much you took out. So how much is left in the warehouse? What do you think?
20.
What do you think, Tanya?
C.
C? Why C? You took 25 less than half. So how much is left? You're gonna have 25 more than half. Isn't that right? Don't you think so?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? It's 25. So let me show you with pictures. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, so I'm going to take 3. And that's 1 less than half, isn't it? Isn't it, Tanya?
Yeah.
So I have 1 more than half left. So it's the opposite if you want to think a little bit more easily. So what you took is opposite of what you have left. Okay? So let's have a look at the next have a look at this one. A stationery store sells pens. On the first day, 1 less than half were sold. So how much is left? What do you think? 1 less than half were sold. So how much is left, Tanya? Hello?
I'm thinking.
I told you it's the opposite.
2.
No, there's no 2. What do you mean? A, B, or C? Which one?
A.
It's A. 1 less than half were sold. The opposite of 1 less is 1 more. Then half will be left. Do you understand a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. And now, when a string is cut 3 meters less than half, how much is left? What about this one? Come on, Danya, quick, quick. You can do it.
B.
B? I told you, what's the opposite of 3 meters less?
More.
Yeah. Are you sure it's B?
A.
Yes. The opposite is 3 meters more than half. Okay? So that's why it's A. And now, so here comes a real question, Danya. Listen very carefully because I'm going to show you the flow chart as well. So, what did I say? Flow chart, you must draw what is left. Okay? All right, Danya?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
All right.
yeah, on day, Oli had a bucket of milk. On day 1, he drank half of it. So you draw the box. This is the original amount of milk. We don't know how much milk we have. But if you drink half, that means you divide it by 2. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have another box. And then here comes our practice questions, Danya. On day 2, he drank 10 less than half of the remaining milk. But remember, we need to find what is left. So we did a lot of practice. 10 less than half means what?
10 more than half.
Yes, 10 more than half is left. Right? So that's why you need to half it first. Because you always half it first, Tanya. Remember that as well. And then 10 more means you need to add 10. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now, after all of this, Tanya, how much milk was left? Can you read the question? How much is left?
There were then 60 milliliters left.
Exactly. There were 60 milliliters left. And now, Tanya, flowchart is boxes with arrows. So going backwards, you need to do the opposite. What is opposite of adding 10?
Minus 10.
Good. What's 60 minus 10?
50.
Yes. And what is opposite of dividing it by 2?
Times 2.
Yes. What's 50 times 2?
100.
Good. And what's 100 times 2? Because half dividing it by 2 opposite is times 2, right?
200.
Yes. So your answer is 200. That's how you do this question using the flowchart. Does that make sense now, Danya?
Yes.
Okay, good. So everybody, do you understand how to draw a flowchart now? You always need to do what is left. Okay? Forrest, do you understand as well? All right. So here comes this question. So guys, remember, it's very important that flowchart is how much is left. So if Oli drank 10 less than half the milk, he drank it, guys. So that's not how much is left. This is how much he drank, right? So that means it's 10 more than half will be left. The opposite. So, and flowchart, you need to have arrows like this, arrows like this, opposite. Okay? And now, here comes the next question. So again, I'll give you a blackboard to do this flowchart. I'll give you another trophy if you can get the flowchart correct as well, guys. Here you go, guys. Don't forget to draw a flowchart on the blackboard. Time's ticking. Okay, time's up, everybody. But I'll give you guys a little bit more time. I can see some people are still going. Hmm. Okay. Andrew, where's your flowchart? Andrew, where's your flowchart, Andrew? Where's your flowchart, Andrew? Okay, and all right. So let's go through this question. All right, guys. So time's up, and the answer is C, everybody. And now, guys, let me show you my flowchart first, guys. Okay, let me show you my flowchart. So, Candy, let's do this together. Hello, Candy.
Hey.
So, Candy, can you read the question out loud for me?
Corn has a roll of wires. He used half of it the first time.
Okay, stop.
Then
Stop. So you need to draw a box. And what do you do if you used half?
Times 2. Divide by 2.
Yes, divide by 2. Okay. And then he used what?
Then he used 5 meters less than half of the remaining wire.
Okay, now he used. So, but in flowchart, what are we finding? We're finding what is left, right? Right, Candy?
Yeah.
So, how much is left if you used 5 meters less than half?
5 meters less than half.
No. Oh yeah, sorry. So if you used 5 less than half.
So is it like divided by 2 then minus 5?
No, I'm asking how much is left. You used
15 meters left.
No. How much is left will be 5 more than half.
Oh.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had 2 pieces, okay? And if you use only this much, you have more than half left. That's what I mean. Okay?
Okay.
So we need to use what is left. So that means we need to figure out half first, and then 5 more. So you need to add 5. That's how you do it. Okay?
I forgot to add the 5 and I divide by 1 instead.
Yeah, so which is not correct. So now, after all of this, you will have 15 left. And then go backwards. Okay, Candy?
Okay.
-5, which is 10. And then times 2, which is 20. And times 2 again, which is going to be 40. So this is your answer, okay?
Okay.
All right. So guys, some people got the answer correct, but you got lucky if you don't have the correct flowchart, guys. You must have the correct flowchart, and this is the correct flowchart. So, okay, let's have a look at how many people actually have the correct flowchart. So, Amy, yes, perfect. Very good, Amy. And Alvin, you got lucky this time, but that's not the correct flowchart. And Andrew, where's your flowchart? When I ask you to draw a flowchart, you must draw a flowchart, Andrew. And sorry, Angelina, that's not right. No, Candy. And yes, Catherine, this is a very good flowchart. Catherine, well done. And no, this is not the correct flowchart, Kathy. And Danya, nice try. And Forrest, yes, nice try as well. But I hope you now understand how to do this question, Forrest. And now, Jeffrey, yes, very good. Very good, Jeffrey. That's much better. And Jeremy, no, sorry, that's not the correct flowchart. And Junjun, yes, much better, Junjun. And Isaac, no, you got lucky as well. And now Audrey, let's have a look. Yeah, very nice. Very nice, Audrey. And Melody, and nice try. Don't forget the arrows, Michelle. And Miranda, yes, very good, Miranda. And Olivia, let's have a look. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, very good, Olivia. That's better. And Princeton, let's see. So, yes, this is correct. Well done, Princeton. So, nice. And Richie, yes, very good, Richie. Oh, wait. It's actually wrong. Oh, no, Richie. It's +5. 5 meters less means 5 meters more is left. And Ricky, let's have a look. Ah, no, Ricky, that's wrong. Sorry, wrong flowchart. And let's see. Divide by 5. No, Sherlock. Why would you divide it by 5? Yes, very good, Sophie. Excellent job. William. No, let's see. Very good, William. Well done. Much better now. William Way. Let's see. Nice try. All right, so now that's how you do this question, guys. So I can see still so many people are not good with drawing flowcharts. And now we've got a lot of long sticks, 12 long sticks. And now, guys, let's have a short break. And guys, during the break, we have a special break, guys. We have a little competition that whoever draws the best Easter egg will get a reward from Wukong. Okay? Now, every student in the entire Wukong is doing this. So if you read the instruction, guys, remember to write your name next to the Easter egg. So your name should be over here, guys. Okay? If you don't have your name there, then you're not eligible to the participation. You must write down your name. You can paint any color, any pattern. You can add emojis to the Easter egg if you want. So let's have a go at this little Easter egg coloring competition. Let me just quickly grab the screenshot for this. Okay, here you go, guys. You have 5 minutes to decorate your Easter egg. What's wrong, Audrey? What's wrong, Audrey? What's the matter?
I can't see the bottom part where to change the color.
Can you see it now?
Maybe a little up.
I can't go any further up. That's the limit. Um. Okay, 1 second. All right, guys, 1 second, guys, 1 second. I will have to. Yes, I will have to start again. And guys, don't forget to write your name, everybody. I saw a lot of people without the names. All right. Can you see it now, Audrey? If you can't see it now, I can't do anything else.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. Everybody, write your name first. Can you please write your name first, everybody? You must write your name first, guys. Your full name. Junjun, what happened? Hold on, Junjun. There you go, Junjun. Junjun, you only got 3 minutes left. Make sure to write your name, not sentences like that. Come on, Junjun. You have. Junjun, what are you doing? Hello, Junjun. Yes, I can hear you. Sorry, no, I cannot hear you. No, you can probably hear me, but I cannot hear you. Junjun, you got 1 minute left. Just quickly, can you please color the egg for me? What do you mean? You can write. This is your egg, Junjun. Okay. So, Forrest, it's your fault. Stop. Ah, it's your fault, Forrest. Sorry, but I can't do it again. All right. So, guys, time's up, everybody. So now, Amy, very nice little egg. Thank you. Your picture will be saved. Alvin, yes, this will be saved as well. But what did I tell you guys? Please write your name down first. Andrew, thank you. Your picture is very awesome. It will be saved as well. Angelina, well done. Candy, thank you. Catherine, that looks very nice. Okay. Oh, sorry. So guys, time's up. So Amy, yes, that looks very beautiful. That's your picture will be saved. And Alvin, yes, your picture will be saved as well. And Andrew, well done. And Angelina, yes, well done. And Candy, good. And Catherine, nice. And Kathy, good. And Donya, yes. Uh, Jeffrey, yes, Jeffrey, very nice as well. Jeremy, yes. And Junjun and Isaac Lai, good. Audrey and Melody as well. And Mia and Michelle. Please write your names down, guys. And now Miranda, good, very nice. And Olivia and Princeton, nice. Richie, good. And Ricky as well. And Sherlock, nice. Sophie, ooh, very beautiful. And William Way. Okay. So thanks, guys. That was the competition. and your pictures will be saved, and you will get a reward if your picture gets selected. So now that's how you get. All right, so now, okay. So now, guys, let's continue with our lesson. And now, next, we need to find some ropes and a board. So, guys, Oli and Cohen have a total of 30 candies. If Orly gives Cohen 10 candies, guys, what is the change in the number of candies? You need to see what happens if they actually give some candies to each other. All right, so now, Orly and Cohen so have total of 30 candies. So altogether, sum equals to 30, right? Now, if Orly gives Cohen 10 candies, Orly giving candies, so minus 10 candies, but Cohen will get more candies. But guys, they'll still have the same number of candies altogether. So that's pretty much it. What about this one? Now, Orly and Cohen have total of 30 candies. If Orly gives Cohen 4 candies, then 2 of them will have the same number of candies. How many candies do they have originally? So, guys, we need to draw a flowchart of Orly and Cohen. So, as you can see, Orly gave 4 candies, so that's why it's minus, and Cohen's will get 4. And after this, 2 of them will have the same number of candies. So, guys, the sum does not change. If they have same number, it's going to be 15 and 15, right? So going backwards, you need to add, and going backwards, you need to minus. So that means you're going to only has 19 originally, and Cohen only has 11. Okay? So yes, initially Orly has 19, and Cohen has 11 candies. So practice question. There is a total of 18 birds on 2 trees. 3 birds fly from the first tree to the second tree. Okay, so 3 birds goes away. Bye-bye, 3 birds. So minus 3. And hello, 3 birds to the second tree. And now, what is the change in number of birds of these trees? Oh, and this is what will happen. The first tree will lose 3 birds because they left the first tree. And here comes the second tree. And that's how you get it. And what about the next one? There are 30 apples in 2 baskets. If 4 apples are transferred from the first basket to the second basket, so 4 apples will be gone to the second basket, how many apples are there in total? Well, the total doesn't change, guys. So 30 apples over here, total doesn't change. And now there are a total of 20 birds and on 2 trees after 5 birds flying from the first tree to the second tree. So that's why bye-bye 5 trees and hello 5 trees. There will be 9 birds on the first, 11 on the second. So how much do we have originally? Going back, 9 plus 5 is 14 and 11 minus 5 is 6. So as you can see, guys, the total doesn't change. It's still 20, and this is also 20, right? And now, Wukong and Una have 140 cards in total. If Wukong gives 5 cards to Una, and Una gives Wukong 8 cards, they will have the same number of cards. So how many cards will Wukong have altogether? Have initially? Initially means at first or at, originally. So initially means at first. So we have Wukong and we have Una. So now Wukong gives 5 cards to Una, so giving 5 cards. and that means Una will get 5 cards. Right, everybody? And then, what happens next? Una gives Wukong 8 cards. So, okay, giving 8 cards, losing... Oh, sorry. Una is giving, not Wukong's giving. So, Una will give... So, that means minus and plus for Wukong. It's always the opposite, guys. And now, they will have same number of cards. And the sum is always going to be 140. So now 70 and 70. Now all we need to do is go backwards, everybody. So plus 8, which is 78, and minus 5, which is going to be 73. And for this one, you need to minus 8, which is 62. And then you need to plus 5, which is going to be 67. So that's your answer, guys. All right. And now this is your turn. Remember to analyze the question and draw flowcharts accordingly and work backwards to find the answer. And yes, Sherlock, do you have a question?
Sir, you were saying that Una gave 8 cards and Wukong gave 5 cards. So can't Una just give 3 cards?
You could think like that if you want, but yeah, that's not a bad technique. But if the question asks you to draw a flowchart, then you can't skip any steps because flowchart means you need to show what happened every single time. But that could be a shortcut if you're just finding the answer, Sherlock.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah. So if the question says, "Hey, just tell me the answer," then yes, that'll be fast. But if the question says, "Tell me the answer and draw me a flowchart," then you can't skip. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Fair point, though. Fair point. All right. So now, guys, so this is your turn.